Shalom, family.
Shalom, and hope you guys have a wonderful Shabbat.
Hallelujah.
Because we were doing our Shabbat lesson, and I forgot what their channel was. Little Kingdom.
Kingdom Preppers.
Yeah, Little Kingdom Preppers, and we were watching that and responsibilities. And my mom, she was over there at the table setting up a kind of like arts and crafts for us to do, kind of like a project, which you can see behind me, while me, Xavier, and Tex were watching it. And we were just like, wow, that's actually pretty interesting on how you have different responsibilities and different ages have to do harder things, or some have to do, less harder things, like maybe cleaning their room, making their bed.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this project right here that set out for us, with some verses.
With some verses and responsibilities.
Can you bring it a little closer? Yeah, there we go. That's good.
We have 1 Corinthians 3 through 8, and then we have Proverbs 22, verse 6.
Okay.
So I will be reading 1 Corinthians. Texas will be reading Proverbs.
All right.
So we'll start it out with the verses. So 1 Corinthians 3.
Get
8.
up, Texas.
Now he planteth, and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. And that was a kind of like a verse on gardening, and how whenever you take your responsibility on gardening, that you will be able to reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you're
able to. We did a
able
lesson on that up on the
Hallelujah. Yeah, we did that.
Texas did like grapes, which you can do a lot with grapes.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was like, she had to say wine. She's like, wine! And Xavier was asleep, but
Yeah. Okay.
gotta let him.
All right, Texas.
So Texas,
Can you come up and read yours?
So verse 20, Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Hallelujah. That took him 2 times to get that. All right, kindergarten style. All right.
not even kinders.
I know, 1st grade.
And he's supposed to be in kinder.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
So we have, stuff that we will do, or what we do now for chores. So right here is just the boys will have to put a rain catcher for whenever it rains.
Okay.
They'll have to carry, and sometimes it rains a lot there, or it'll hail, snow. So, and we were stuck in thunder when we were there last time. So they'll just have to bring in that. That will be one of Xavier's chores. If he can't lift that, then Dad will.
Mm-hmm.
So no, we keep it there, and we use like a water hose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and right here, me and Mom are the ones who cook.
Yep.
Boys, not really, unless I'm too lazy or Mom's too lazy. Now move.
All right.
Come on.
And right here, you can see that Mom, she was doing something like this in one of her videos that she's done. And except there wasn't a bunch of garbage.
It's actually, I think she's starting a compost pile.
Yeah, I think she is
Mm-hmm.
too. Which Mom will be doing, burning the garbage. And we have like a little bin where we can do that at our new house. And we put all the trash there, we burn it, and then it turns into compost. And then right here, I'm not sure what this is.
It is.
They were just printed out.
So, no, it's actually a really big chore, because whenever we are in need of, whenever we need, spices or something, we could go foraging, because we have a lot of sage and other types of plants in our area. So, what me and Mom, and whenever everybody else starts getting into it, so far me and Mom are the only ones that are actually, into foraging. So, we'll be, foraging for, berries and, sage, and we'll be using all that stuff.
There you go.
To take care of our family and to survive out there.
And the sponsor will be mainly for like tacos and food that Mom makes.
We did forget. We did
Okay.
forget like one chore, which was
Dogs.
no, not that. Which was the
Gardening.
animals.
Animals.
Farming.
Uh-huh.
We forgot about that because we're gonna have goats and chickens. When we go back, we're
Horses,
building.
baby,
Dad's building the
and
chicken coop.
ducks.
Yeah.
I-
And ducks.
Oh, and the greenhouse. Dad already built the greenhouse in one of Mom's videos too, and you should watch that. That one was funny.
It was pretty.
And then you can see it right here. Look on this one, right here. Mom was still doing it even though we were already done. Mom was just with the shovel. But
So what did you guys tell me about what we talked about with responsibilities, and how do we continue to stay on ourselves about being responsible, and how does it affect us? How does it affect us right now, knowing who we are as Hebrews? How do we feel like that's a bigger responsibility now?
okay, so since we're Hebrews and Yah has spoken to our family,
Mm-hmm.
mainly our parents, because we are still children and we're still learning the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Mom and Dad are too.
Yep.
So,
That's hallelujah.
chores for us is mainly small things except hard. Kind of like I help Mom with the garden. There are already a bunch that's already sprouting, which are probably called seedlings.
Do you think that that's something that you will always want to do all the time?
Yes,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's really fun. Because all you're doing, it's easy too. Because we don't even know how to do gardening yet. And I was little, just planting flowers, but we weren't sure how to do actual fruits and veggies.
That's right.
So it was our first time doing it, and it's actually surprisingly easy.
But that's why you guys have me, because in 5th grade, in my science class, we learned how to garden, and I ended out having a love for a lot of things that I would never like.
Like tomatoes.
Yeah.
Gross.
Tomatoes are delicious.
But does that make you feel like you're responsible now to show other 13-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 5-year-olds that we should be gardening our own food, and that we should be having responsibilities, for ourselves and for our health, and for making sure that we know the scriptures? Now that you know that you're a leader, as a Hebrew, that you're a leader, does that make you feel like, does it make it more pleasurable, or does it make it like give you more drive to show more people stuff? Now that does it give you more confidence?
Somewhat,
what does it
do?
do?
Somewhat builds up confidence, but in another way, it kind of like breaks you down in a way, like, because there are a lot of downfalls to being
Like
a Hebrew.
pork.
Okay.
Everyone loves eating ribs. I'm pretty sure if you guys
Okay.
do not know about it, everybody loves eating ribs. And when we see people, when we go to a restaurant and they have pork or something, we're like, oh, that looks so good, but we can't have it because Yah said we're not allowed to have that stuff.
That's right. Now, Xavier, what do you mean by, like, give me some challenges?
So a lot of the challenges is trying to, like, because yesterday, I was really tempted to eat something I wasn't supposed to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's really hard because whenever you can't eat something, it kind of makes you want to, like, rebel and eat it more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it just makes you, like, in a way, it's kind of like reverse psychology on you.
Yeah.
Because whenever you can do something, you don't want to do it. Like, whenever, like, oh, you can do chores, you can get paid and stuff, and then you're, like, too lazy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
When you know you can get paid and you want to do it, but whenever you know you're not supposed to do it or you can't do it,
Mm-hmm.
then you're like, oh, man, I really got to do this.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I really want this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but other than that, it has some pretty fun things that are like kind of add on to it because the land that we have, I get to actually build things for my family, like the gourds. I can make canteens out of those. I can make holders and stuff like that. I can also help out my mom and my sister and everyone else. So far, I made like 3 spears for my mom, my dad, and myself. But I was planning on turning my spear that I had into a bow and arrow for Texas.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I just kind of want to help out my family.
So basically, you coming into this, walking into this way, it's made you know that you're royalty and know that you're in leadership and that you have responsibilities, right? So you're responsible to take care of your brother and sisters. You're responsible to help your mom out, to be a man, you know, when dad's not here and when he's here, you know. So I think that's really cool. I love watching you grow. I'm very proud of all of you. Texas, yes. What do you feel have you learned since we started doing this new walk? What has been a challenge for you and what's been a good thing?
Well, some happy things that I did, like some funny things that I did, like the try not to laugh challenge was funny. Like everything that challenging is funny because like all these things are like funny and stuff, but like in like the Bible it's like important and funny, like video.
That is true. The Bible is important and it has funny parts, right? Can you tell us what's one of the things that's real hard for you?
What's real hard for me? The real hard for me is like doing a bunch of like if I had 90, if I had to do 1,000 push-ups.
Okay. Yeah.
That would make me tired.
Exactly. But if your daddy told you to do them, would you do them?
Yes.
Why?
Because he told me.
Because he told you to. That easy, huh? Is that how we treat Yahweh too?
Yes.
When he tells us to do something, we do it right away, even if it hurts or even if it's hard, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Jay? Tell me something tell me one good thing that you like about the walk and tell me what's a challenge and how you get through it.
Okay. So the best part about it is the fellowshipping.
Oh, yeah.
With a bunch of
Hallelujah.
other people who follow Yah. But something that's really funny is we used to be heathens and not care about Yah. We didn't know him.
Yeah.
And
Hallelujah.
then we started going to a Christian church that did so many pagan things that you wouldn't even be able to count it. That's how many things they did. And then we went to another place when we moved to Colorado. They did some pagan things, but not a lot. And we didn't even know that until, we did our research. And then now we're into a better group who doesn't do any pagan things and is really in the way.
Yes. Yep. Hallelujah. That is true. Because like you said, we're all children, right? Even though you guys are our children, I'm still a child of Yah. Mm-hmm. And so I still have to follow orders, just like you guys have to follow orders, right?
Mm-hmm. But one of the good things, or I already said my good thing, but one of the bad things...
What's a challenge?
The challenge is not eating pork. And you know how some people say, oh, it's just full beef, but you don't know where they got it, and they don't know for sure if it really is all beef.
Yeah.
Because marshmallows have pork
and
I'm just like, but I want marshmallows.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they also have this like meat glue thing. We were watching it, and they'll like mix different meats and stuff. Or they'll like have the same type of meat, like an old meat, and then they'll like glue it back together, and it's just disgusting. And nobody can tell the difference because like this guy, he had like the natural stuff, and then he had the meat glue, and it was just disgusting. Like he couldn't even tell the difference from it. like from the good or the bad, and it's crazy on how people are trying to just change everything to make it seem like it's good, to where like I don't even want to, like I can barely even think about eating out anymore.
Yeah.
And like I can't think about, and I can't really think about how like all the things that I really liked when I was like young, and when I was, and I didn't know I was a Hebrew. One of my most favorite things to eat was pulled pork sandwiches.
Yeah.
I used
And
to eat
baby back ribs.
those are like my favorite things to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And but other than that, I also had somewhat like an alternative to it, kind of like the carne asada.
Mm-hmm. Like the beef and stuff. Yeah.
That one was that's like an alternative for me, and I could just it's really cool how a lot of foods they have alternatives to them.
Yeah.
But
Yah does that for us, doesn't he? He gives us like other options. So when we think we're losing out or we're missing out, we're actually gaining something. Yeah. He actually gives us more. Like we eat lamb now. I never cooked lamb before, right?
really
And then I made it recently, and because we opened our eyes to the clean foods that we could eat.
we gotta make lamb skewers.
Oh, and guess what? We I forgot what I was just about to say. Thank you for taking so long.
Anyway, all right, family. Well, we just wanted to share this with you all, and I hope it encourages any of our youngsters out here to stop it. It encourages our youngsters out here to want to walk in the way and to want to observe the Sabbath and keep it holy. You know, these guys were used to playing video games and running around outside and playing and doing things for self on the Sabbath. And now, you know, that we know better, we do better. And so it doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to just be sitting there and all day long you're just reading the Bible or something. No, you do activities, you eat, you talk. Yeah, you get 6 days of doing what. That's right, 6 days.
On Fridays, you know, later at night, that's when the Sabbath starts, and then on Saturday in the morning until sundown, that's when the Sabbath is always there, and you have to think about Yah, worship Yah, and do other stuff that involves Yah, like me and Mom praise dancing, stuff like that. You know, sewing things that involves Yah, thinking about Yah, listening to music that involves Yah, not playing video games every single hour of your life. I mean, I would love to do that.
But
we can't.
That's
Especially on Saturday.
Yeah, because why? Because the flesh likes all that stuff, right? The flesh wants to do all the carnal things. But like we were reading in Romans 8, remember in Romans where it says that the flesh is, you know, we're supposed to die. We die to the flesh, and then we become the spirit, and the spirit is what is subjected to the law, because the flesh can't be subjected to the law. So the only reason that you guys are able to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments is because you're full of the Ruach, right? It's not your flesh that does it. It's the Ruach. It's the spirit that pushes you through and makes you persevere. But it's because you make choices, right? You make a choice every day, don't y'all? I'm so proud of all of you. You make good choices every day to not eat bad food, unclean food, to not listen to unclean music, to not wear abominations on our bodies, to not have idols. We've gotten rid of stuffed animals and all kinds of stuff, haven't we?
I have one that's
Mom and I had this like $20
Yeah, get rid of it.
Star of David necklace.
Oh yeah, Star of David necklace.
And my chokers.
Yep, we had all these things, but what we said we would give it up, right?
Yep.
We said we'll give it all up for Yah, because we really are serious about this walk. And if we are doing something today or doing something tomorrow, the next day that's wrong, and we find out that it's wrong, then we'll change it. Yep, we give it up, because that's how serious we are.
To that one group we used to go to, they were were funny. They made jokes. They were also serious.
Yeah.
And we got to fellowship with them. But when we started researching all these things, we started stopping going there and just doing it at our own house.
Mm-hmm.
And now, when we fully move into our house with all the furniture, then that's when we're going to have our own Shabbat.
That's
where
right.
people can come
Mm-hmm.
and come fellowship with us.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Cheryl and
Yeah.
Some friends
And,
that we have.
More, Yoshilahu,
so,
Sister Hulda, Sister
Well-
Carla, and Brother Terrence.
We'll add the channels in the in the description below.
Okay.
So that way you guys can go and see their videos. You should definitely go and see Mama Cheryl's
Yeah,
videos
yeah.
because she does
She's
a
funny
lot
and awesome.
she does a lot of like
Set apart
soap
things.
making.
Yeah.
So much set
So
apart.
making that, and then my mom and Mama Cheryl, they got each other's phone numbers now. Instead of posting it on YouTube before, Mama Cheryl calls my mom to tell her what she's doing next, so she can know that she has all the ingredients she'll need for what she's gonna post next. And
Hallelujah.
the soap bars, no, the lotion bars are awesome.
Yep. That was Sister T. All right. Well, we love you guys. We love you, family. Take care. And Texas, can you sing Shabbat Shalom for me?
Okay, ready?
Come here. Come here. Come closer.
Shalom, hey, Shabbat, Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom, hey, Shabbat, Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
Hallelujah.